All right, shalom, shalom. Like I say, all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to all you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, this is Tazi Off Jim S. Boston coming back once again. And it is January 1st. The Tahar coined it as the hopeful year of the coming prophecies. I believe that was the term that he used through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And hey, we're gonna proceed in this year with watching a lot of things unfold. One thing that's gonna unfold, and we're quite sure of it, is through the spirit and power, because the infrastructure is already set up of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is the Rfid microchip and the collapse of the American dollar. All right. And then the third war popping off, because one can't come without the other, and it all hinges on the Rfid grain of rice. Okay. So it's already 10:41 on January 1st. I first woke up around probably 6 o'clock this morning. Turned over rather, and read this article from Newsbreak. Salaki, as I get it. Okay, this is the article, and it says North Korean leader Kim Jong-un vows to increase production of nuclear warheads exponentially. Okay, when you look up that word exponentially, let's look up that. It says with reference to an increase more and more rapidly, okay, by means of or as expressed by mathematical exponent, okay. It says a person who believes and promotes the truth or benefits of an idea or theory. This is the word exponent. It says that a person who has demonstrates a particular skill, especially to a high standard, okay. A quantity representing the power to which a given number or expression is to be raised, usually expressed as a raised symbol beside the number of expression. Okay, and that's the mathematical formula. There's a linguistic unit that realizes another, more abstract unit. So the unfathomable amount of warheads getting ready to be produced, okay, in that country. So what does that have to say about the hopeful year, okay, of all prophecies coming to pass? All right. Like I said, the collapse of the American dollar, World War III, okay. But in between that is the RFID microchips. Now, the things that we're seeing right now about Revelations 13, okay. Read that real quick, as we still gonna hit the points, all right, on this ghostly topic for some groups, all right, because they can't hold it, or they don't know what it is, mysteriously. We're gonna go straight to the point, all right. It's 15, Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? So I had read the first comment that was on the page of Elder Tahar. Okay. And that person probably removed it because he knew how stupid he looked. All right. And it said something to the effect, the coming prophecies won't happen in our lifetime. Okay. We won't see the Lord. This generation won't see the Lord until everybody perishes from this generation. And that's not scriptural. Okay. We know that to be untruth, because the Lord is coming back for a small remnant, okay, to deliver them in a peculiar way, all right, and that's with the chariots of the Most High, all right, through the scriptures. This is what it states. Let me get that scripture. Now I'm going to finish reading this first, and then I'm going to go to that. This is verse 16. He calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. So that's what's coming in this direction. All right. Is that chip. All right. Like I said, the economic fallout has to happen. And you know, a lot of these countries are going cashless now. You got a few states in America themselves saying that they're proceeding to go cashless. You know, the algo shows it's beautiful that the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is bringing out all these mysteries, okay? And it's only going to be consumed by the men that meditate on the scriptures day and night and understand the prophecies of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And those algo shows that Spirit put on Elder Ariala and you know Raquam over there in England, man. These brothers hit home runs all the time with those shows. And if you scope it out, man, they on point. It's on target. One thing that it's a mist right now, okay, is the QR code. And I'm pretty sure brothers have seen the QR code before, or a QR scan before. And so Whole Foods somewhere out there, all right, that you can only get into the store by using said QR code. Okay, and the QR code is it's going to be specifically for your entry, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, because it's going to be your QR code. All right, either gradualism tool. At first, they're going to use that, but then all of a sudden, it's going to switch over. Why? Because anarchy's coming. And with anarchy coming, okay, it's a way that they can use this to their advantage. Okay, and like we seen the quote before, every don't let a good crisis go to waste. Okay, so Shalaki, these are perfect times to get ready to push out this It's RFID microchip, right? And I might go into another show showing that you know, this generation is not going to perish altogether, and then we have to start from scratch, and then the Lord is going to come. It doesn't make any sense. But kind of got peeved at that little statement. But I have to break that down because I want to focus on, the RFID microchip and QR codes and, what they represent. Okay. Your own personal key. Okay. You're going to have to use that to get gas. You're going to have to use that to go into grocery stores, so on and so forth. Maybe even they'll probably change how the washing machine or laundromats let you get credit on that little card. Okay, that you might have to use a QR code instead of your banking card, because this thing is all geared on anti-theft. That's what they're gonna gear it on. Okay, the coming of the RFID microchip. Okay, and missing people. Okay. All right, but to go into it a little bit more, this is why you're seeing power outages. Okay, let's use that as a example, and let's go down the rabbit hole with the power outages. All right, and let's get this, because this has to happen, right? This is Isaiah 24:10. It says, "They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in." All right, and like I said, this anarchy is going to ensue, right? And when it does, what's going to be on the rise, right? Let me see. And second address, of course, 15 is another scripture to look at. 15 and around the 16th verse, maybe. Salaki. Every house is going to be shut up because of second address 15, right? It says it. It says, "For the sword and the destruction draw nigh. One people shall stand up and fight against another, and sword in their hands, or there shall be seditions among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the courses of their action shall stand in their power. Okay, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." All right. So that's the whole gist of the matter. This is why it was in brief in Isaiah 24. Okay. And so this is going to be going on, and prisoners are going to be out. All right. So on and so forth. And they're going to use this technology to aid track criminals. You see that the criminal justice system is I want to say getting rid of the bail. Okay, it's all for a reason, because when these criminals are not put on house arrest anymore or being tracked, they're gonna have to bring out a new a new way to always know where said people are at, or any person is at. Okay, they're hoping that criminals get out and drag people off and bury them in woods, and they never be seen or heard from again. Even the government does that. Okay, disappear people. All right. So in order for this not to happen anymore, and the uptick in what's that, sex trafficking or human trafficking. Okay, that's been on the upswing as well lately. All right, and everybody knows what it is. Everybody sees the effect of it. Okay, and that's another thing that they can use to their advantage as well. All right, to get parents chipping kids early in life. All right. So yeah, man, this thing is gonna go. Is gonna come to a close, man. By 2025, that's probably their plan, to have everybody chipped in the world. But it starts now on the level of, because people always say, well, people are chipped already. Fine, those are people that wanted to do biohacks. That's what they call it. Okay, and those people are self-driven, right? But the fascinating thing about what's coming with the RFID microchip is it would be mandatory, okay, for you to live your day-to-day life, so to speak. All right. We know this is one of the things that they're going to put it out as a good idea to stop theft from happening, to stop disappearances from happening. They already riding the coattails of, the 19 scam medically. Okay, they're using it for that. And the door is ajar. Okay. The next thing after that is just to get the people to line up. And like I said, the QR codes is for fuel, food, and maybe amenities. Okay, coming up. Okay, when I say that, it's for comfortability. Okay, so they'll swing it on that until it can't be swung on that anymore, and then what'll happen is they'll lock you out of certain spots, stores, not being able to do business like it says in Revelations 13. So yeah, I believe, that everything's in place, and it's looking like it's going to be a swift moving year for Esau Edom to ramp it up, man. Okay, blackouts keep on happening. If if it's no police, so on and so forth, they're gonna make the job of whatever officers and employed, enlisted job easier by just giving them a scanner to find the person. That's it, man. They can decrease the police department. They can, because people don't know, police don't stop crimes. They only investigate them. Okay. And that's another thing that they want you to have inside your mind. A crime must be committed first for the officer to intervene. He's not a superhero. He's not coming to stop a crime. Okay. He's only there to investigate it, and more police officers are starting to backpedal. Okay, with flying in there gun ho first. Okay, although it may happen sometime, but police don't really move on the notion of a crime. Okay, they move after a crime has been committed. And like I said, with the grain of rice in you, if said crime has already been committed, they just have to track it back technological wise, okay, to where the last place you was at, how close was you to that person, and so on and so forth, man. And this is what they could do with those grains of rice, okay, that's implantable in humans, okay? So it's a lot to look forward to. Like, it's already starting. If this guy is ramping up production of said warheads, then you know the 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 RFID MOTB, okay, is not too far off, because those warheads are not sitting in they're not gonna sit in museums, man. Okay, those are tools for destruction. Okay, mass destruction on a big scale. Okay, so with that, I want to say all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. And oh yeah, uh, uh, let's get this before I close out, because we got to know what happens if you take the RFID microchip, right? So let's go there real quick. It's Revelation 14. Now I'll go straight to the point. All right. It's Revelation 14:9, and it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, okay, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb." Okay, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay, so like I said, the warheads being produced is a surefire sign that the RFID microchip is on its way, because as you can see, it just said that they're going to be burnt, okay, with fire and brimstone, okay, and that's going to be those warheads, man. Okay, that's exactly what it's going to be, because yellow cake is actually, it's a rock, and it's from mountain ranges over there in Afghanistan, all right, in Iran. Okay, so that would be the brimstone, all right. You can research it, man. This is why Israel doesn't want Iran to ever have nuclear facilities, man. Okay, because they have the yellow cake sitting all around them. Okay, so in North Korea, he's a part of the crew. All right, in order to get his hands on this stuff, man, and he's got it. He's got it in mass production. All right, and they know this. So what I'm trying to say is, because you see that ramping up, like the little title article that I read earlier, if you know that's ramping up, then you know this thing is about to go into overdrive with the chipping situation, man. It's ready to go. Next natural disaster or medical disaster or catastrophe, which they was doing that summit before the end of the last year. Okay. Hey, it's all looking like it's a plan for me. Okay. Or a plan to me. All right. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, like it says in 2 Corinthians. Okay. So wisen up, man. And like I said, this is the year of the hopeful year. All right. Of all prophecies coming to pass. Shalom, Abad Ball, Kwam Yasharala, all praises due to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.